Peace. Another glorious day, y'all. Another glorious day. I hope everything good with you and yours. Let's get right to it. Starting off with them legs today. Yeah. LEG. It's not Minnie's favorite, but it should be. That's the foundation. That's where should have half your body. That's where most of your strength is produced. It's from having a strong foundation. So, make sure that you don't skip leg day. So we started off with the 50 clip. Let's get it. Nice 40 clip, that's 90, just like that. It's 90, just like that. Let's get it. So just like that, that's 100. You know, so getting those squats, those legs exercises. And speaking of legs, my legs is also matching my body, meaning that my legs are shredded. I ain't put the shorts on today, but they ripped underneath. Believe that. You know, we gotta match. You know, I could do more work on my calves, but yeah, so we had 100 count on those, y'all. So what you want to do when you squat, and the body weight squats are very simple in the sense of just squatting. Squatting is a natural thing that we do. We squat every time we have to move our bowels, right? So you're squatting. You're sitting down often, right? You're squatting, all right? You may have to squat down to pick up an object, whatever it is, but those legs need to be strong, you know, for your balance, for your mobility, for your, you know, for a strong back also. So if you want to have a strong back, you know, hit your legs. Your legs will take a lot of pressure. Strong legs and a strong core will take a lot of pressure off your back. That's a fact. Let's get it. So what I'm gonna do, so we just hit 100 squats. In between that, I'm gonna hit the single leg lunges. How about that? And those ain't no joke. You know, you definitely gotta, if you're not used to doing those, you gotta work up to it. The single leg lunges are very new to me, you know. So this is again one of the exercises that even throughout all the years of me working out, this year 2025 is the first time, not today, but this year is the first time that I've implemented these leg exercises in terms of the single leg lunges, you know. And it's a beautiful experience, you know. I'm so glad that I now do them, you know. Let's get it. So that was 15. You know, these are not as simple as it looks. They're challenging, you know. I mean, it requires your balance. You know, that's a hard surface. So they have like, just to let you know, like in the gym, they have those mats, those thick mats that you could jump on where you could stack them. So you could use those for more of a cushion. So when I do these single leg lunges, I'm just letting you know that when I put my tippy toes or I lay the top of my foot down, I'm really trying to measure the most comfortable way that, because when you go down on that one leg, the opposite leg is also still being worked. So just to give you, if you haven't done these already, an idea of what to expect when doing these. So let's get this money, y'all. Let's get back to it. That last set was, my left leg was 15 reps. So I'm not counting the reps on these single leg lunges. I'm counting the reps of the squats. So we are 100 in on the squats, all right? So let's get to these leg lunges. We'll get back to the squats, all right? So that was about a little over 20 on both those sets on each leg. Each leg is its own individual set, all right? Or you can make it one set, all right? Let's challenge ourselves. Make that one set to give off ourselves more. You know, because if we do the single leg and make that one set, then we'll be giving ourselves more sets for individual legs, whereas we could challenge ourselves, give ourselves more sets, still get, you know, a great number of reps, but we're just gonna, again, keep each individual leg as one set. So right after that, we follow up when we hit the squats. So let me turn my camera. So you want to pause on that last set, you know, get a nice stretch, and you know, that's all. Get nice and confident with, you know, bending at the knees. It's very important that I point that out, because that's another thing. Yes, we're hitting our quads, right, with the squats, but also we want to take into account our knees. And this is what I always emphasize about the mobility aspect, right? It's how we function and operate. Because one could be muscular, right? You could be big, you could be muscular, and still have trouble with, you know, the mobility aspect of being fit. So squats not only, you know, make your legs strong and with your quads, but take into account your knees, all right? And that's why my knees, for me, are very healthy from what I do. You know, I can squat for long durations of time, you know? That's very important. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very important. You know, for you to be able to, again, to bend down, bend at the knees, and not be afraid that you're not able to get back up off the ground. A lot of people, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, that they have that fear of that ground, right? You know, elderly people, I get it, you know, people grow old in age, but if we do the things before we get to a point of where, you know, we are totally depleted from our strength on a daily basis, when we could have invested in ourselves early on, you know, we could avoid that fear of, you know, picking up your keys, picking up something you dropped, you know, anything that is gonna require you to, you know, bend down and, you know, have to, you know, get in contact with that ground. That's all I'm saying. So let's get it, y'all. We just finished our squats. We just did, I lost count, so let's bring that count back. We was at 100 with the squats. So let's redo that. I lost my counts, which is all good. I just wanted to give some feedback on what I was explaining. Let's get it. So that was 40, a nice pause at the end. Today is Thursday. I did squats on Monday with the weights off the squat rack. So my legs right now very sore because I haven't hit the squat rack in a while. And that's another king exercise. Hit that squat rack. I mean, the body weight squats are good, but you need that weight too to, you know, really get that nervous system impacted, you know? If you could do so, do it. So that was 40. Let's get it. And what you could do with your squat, you could do fully extended, switch up your range of motion. You could do fully extended, you could do the shorties, that's also good. I like to go down low, right? Such as this. Again, keep it low in the bucket and just rep out. Don't even break that. Don't even break. All right, so when you go low in the bucket, don't even come up much. It's sort of like bouncing on your knees, right? And don't see. It's a gradual. If one's not used to working on their legs in this fashion, it's a gradual way to, again, really strengthen those joints. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I stay low in the bucket on a lot of sets. So I'll be switching it up. I'll do fully extended off the ground. I'll go halfway, So, yeah, switch it up throughout that routine. So we at 200 with the squats, y'all. Let's hit these lunges, these single leg lunges. These are excellent for your balance. And for the ladies, it's excellent for your glutes. You know what I mean? So hit them single leg lunges. I see a lot of ladies doing it, so y'all know. Let's get it. That was 14. I had to let up on that one. I told you, when you do those, the leg that you holding up is working too. So that leg get tired, you feel that tension building up on the leg that's actually holding your body up. So we have 14 on those. So we finished with those. Let's follow up with them squats. Let's get it. Legs is burning, y'all. Great money. Got the upper body talking to me. Especially when you do these leg exercises that should really get that upper body. You should feel that reaction, you know, that activation as if you are also working the upper body. At least that's what I experienced, you know? So we still at 100 with those squats. The reason why I lost my count a second time. So I like I say, I'm not cheating myself. I don't want to have an inaccurate count. So we had 120. I just did the 20 with the squats just now. We had 120. So whatever extra that was done, you know my model, we put that to the side, put that, you know, stack that, you know what I mean? Then we reinvest, you know what I mean? We're gonna stack that money, we're gonna reinvest. We're gonna stack and reinvest. But try to keep your count accurate, you know? So we at 120 on the squats, let's get it. So that was a nice 30 count right there. So we had 150. So let's hit those leg lunges. Those single leg lunges in between. So we at 30 with them on this set. Like I said, I'm keeping the count of the squats. The single leg lunges are a bonus. Yeah. They tough. And the thing is too, when you do those, I want to mention, all you got to do is, when you bend your leg, go to that 90-degree angle. I mean, you can go down a little further, but you at least want to go at a 90-degree angle to really get the benefits of the single leg lunges. All right, so I owe 10. Let's bring that count up to 40. So we at 180 with the squats. 180. And if you saw from your prior workout during the week because you want to hit legs twice, at least twice a week. So again, I hit legs on Monday, but I hit the weighted squats. The heaviest I went was about 225. And so I did that. I went crazy, a little something. Anyway, so I haven't done those in a while, but my point is, I'm still sore today. So I'm saying that to say this is the best way. This is my approach. So instead of me hitting the weights, I get the body weight squats in, and then tomorrow I won't even be as sore as I am today. So the best way to get rid of that sore feeling is to work out again, even with your upper body. So that's the point I'm making. We at 180. Let's get it. We back up a bit. Let's do it like this. Hold on, y'all. All right, so we at 180 with the squats. Let me stop playing with it. felt great. Gotta hit that foundation, y'all. You wanna see this is the thing. We talking about getting stronger. This is one of the testosterone booster exercises. Growth hormones. You know, so those squats are very, very important. All right, I know you hear it all the time. I didn't start doing squats until I was about 24 years old. And that was by way of an individual who had me join a leg workout, and changed my life, to say the least. Changed my life. And it's not even to say the least, it's just, you know, the important thing is that we have those around us who help us take it to the next level. Let's get it. So let's do these single leg lunges. So we're 200 in on the squats. Phenomenal work, y'all. That was 12. So like I said, when you're doing that single leg lunge, the leg that's actually holding up your body is working too. So it's not the leg that I'm actually doing the lunge on that's getting tired per se. It's the one that's holding my body. So that was 12. Let's get it. I'm not counting the squats I just did. Those are just to break up the tension in the legs from doing the single leg lunges. Upper body talking to me, y'all. Off of the legs. Let's go. It's 20. It's 40.
Don't go easy on him.
60. We follow up with them leg lunges. Let's get it.
Oh my God, look at this dude, bro. He is fine. That is wrong.
Finally, a successful set. 20 each on 20 each, 20 on each leg. I mean, the sets was successful. Doing the work is successful in itself, but to follow the count all the way through, finally. Let's hit these squats. So we had 280 with the squats, 280. It's money, y'all. Beautiful day like this, as you see what I'm doing, you find yourself your own personal area in the park, get right to it. Take your time, stay the course, short breaks in between your sets, you know, as much as you can. After a leg workout like this, get you some push-ups in, you know. But on leg day, I like to give my legs pretty much all the attention, you know. So, yeah, we had 20 with the squats, let's go. Also, what I want to mention too, when I pause at that last set, I'm not relaxing when I'm bent down. I'm holding the tension. So you don't want to relax when I pause at that last rep. All right? You want to keep that tension and then come up slow while that tension carries throughout you expanding your body to a full upright stand. So we had what? We had 300 with the squats now, with extra, including the single leg lunges and whatever squats I didn't account for, the ones that we cashed out on, right? So now we still investing. We're still investing right now, all right? Let's get it. These are single leg lunges, right? It's a great leg workout. Yes, it is. Give yourself that 30-second rest, even less. We get right back to it. Now we back to them squats. Huss. It's a nice 30 right there. You see, I went halfway with him. 350. So we at 350. It's 380. It's 400. It's 400. It's money. 400 plus extra, y'all. You know? Yeah. So let's hit those single leg lunges. Let me give you a different view with those. Instead of that one side. Let's get it that away. Lost my balance on that one. So we have 14. we gotta at least have over 100 on those lunges. Now we back to them squats. Let's follow up. So we have 440, y'all. 440. Let's get it. So that's 500 plus more. Plus more. Where we at with that count? Oh, it's not bad at all. 113. It's a good count. And we did the single leg lunges in between those sets with the squats. Great money. We're not done yet though. Still got those leg lunges. We're not done yet. You know that. We're not done yet. Let me get that angle again from this side. I mean, it's a great workout. You know, 2 different leg exercises combined. Seven to 013, y'all. Bring that count up to 20 on that right leg. $13. It's a nice leg workout. Absolutely. Yeah, that was real good. So we hit the squats, the single leg lunges, you know? Getting them legs is very important. As I said, you know? Very important. That's 20. So what I'm doing on this one, I'm gonna give it 100 more squats because I had lost my count. I just didn't want to redo it in the middle of the routine. You know, I didn't want to keep resetting myself. So we just did 20 just now. So I want to give another 100 just to make sure that at least 500, which I know because we did more, including the single leg lunges. So, you know, I got plenty, more than enough. I mean, but for my own, you know, accurate count, I just feel much better making sure that I get my just due with these squats. Let's go. That's 20. So that's 50, just like that. That's 50. Great leg workout, y'all. Without a doubt. So I'm gonna count it as 500. We know we did more, you know? And that's beyond satisfaction that you gave yourself more. That when you walk away from the park, you know confidently, I gave myself more than enough. You know, I made that true investment. You know, I came and I had a serious approach to my working out. I had a serious approach to me bettering myself. I had a serious approach to me becoming stronger. I had a serious approach to me becoming healthier. I had a serious approach for me to invest quality time with oneself and be an asset to me, my family, friends, associates, even acquaintances, even your enemies. Huh? Yeah, I said it, your enemies. You know, you never know what type of impact you may have even on those individuals. We not concerned with them, I'm just saying. You know, when you're a certain type of individual, you know, whether people want to recognize it or not, you still can have a tremendous impact for the better. That's all I'm saying. Whatever that means to you, you know, chop it up, dice it, flip it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But define that for yourself, you heard? Yeah, great work, y'all. We not finished. Let's end this routine off with those single leg lunges, you heard? Why not? But of course, hustle. You know, we ain't gonna have too many of those upper body videos without that leg work involved. Never that. Never that. Let me get me some agua. That was good. That was better than good. We got over 500 squats. We got over at least, we got over at least, because you figure, because we did 20 reps on each leg of the single leg lunges. So we got well over 100 with those. Well over 100. So I know that count is a good number of reps, for sure. But so don't neglect your legs. Make sure you hit that foundation. the greatest contribution to your upper body strength, again, to alleviate back pain, right? Your foundation needs to be strong. Your core needs to be strong. You know, men get hernias, men and women. I don't want to single out just men, but people get hernias. People, you know, experience back pain, hip problems. I'm just stating this fact because if one is not working their legs, you know, you're taking away from, you know, your mobility. Simple and plain, you know. So give your legs a lot of attention. It's good for lifting. It's good for bending. It's good for, you know, just holding up your entire body, you know. You could stand for long periods of time, you know. Even if you work a desk job, you know, when you work your core and your legs, your posture is stronger, you know. You'll sit upright, you know. It's just so many beneficial factors, you know. The list goes on, especially if you're a truck driver. You know, you got to sit long periods of time, you know, on your route, things of that nature. You know, so it's great for people who drive, for bus drivers. Also, squats are great. So, you know, again, moving objects, moving furniture in your home. So I also want to say this too. So if you out and you're just taking a leisure walk, you know, periodically throughout the duration of that walk, you know, hit a few squats. Not just a few, but, you know, give yourself a certain count of steps, and then, you know, in between those steps, you know, get your squats in, you know, and it's very important, you know, very, very important. You know, squats is like the top exercise to the way in which one functions, you know, along with your core. So I think I said enough with that for now. So, you know, hit those squats. And again, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll be less reluctant to bend down, get your keys. And again, a lot of people fear that ground. And that fear is not being able to get back up, or the embarrassment of needing assistance to get off that ground. It's just a real thing, you know? And so I'm gonna mention it, you know what I mean? People live with that fear every day, believe me. I've seen it. I've seen people drop things, and it's very difficult for them. I mean, if I'm there, you know, I'll look out, you know what I'm saying? But it's just not a good look. But anyway, I said enough, yo. Great workout. Again, we hit our squats, we hit our single leg lunges. Again, for the ladies, that's good for your glutes. As you may know already, again, good for your balance, good for your hip mobility. It's a great exercise for your core too. I felt that in my core, my balance. I had to really, as you see, when I go like this, you see the engagement, you see how that core activates and contracts. So as I'm, you know, going in that movement, you see that, you know, so yeah, hit those, you know what I mean? Phenomenal work, you know, best of both worlds, single legs. It's sort of like a pistol, it's sort of like an assisted pistol squat. So, yo, get to it. Don't neglect your legs. Never skip leg day, you heard? And it does a great deal for the upper body. You already know. Catch you on the next go around. Peace.